So, do you guys remember your first love?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel a little bit nauseous now? Hang on to it. Hang on to it. I feel a little sick. Watching the two of you playing Twister, I want to punch her in the neck. Just to shut her up. Her face is so loud, it makes my ears ring. Her, she's your girlfriend. Me, I'm your idiot best friend. And you're the end of the line. The thing is that I want my fingers digging into you to hold me up on that rumpled plastic mat. But me, I've got a belly full of any kind of alcohol, and I'm pitched forward over the arm of this old and compassionate couch. I'm rubbing my feet one over the other, pulling at the tips of my socks with my toes as far as they'll go before coming right off. They hang off of my heels, cold and brown and crunchy from dry dirt and sweat. It's hot. I, flawed and flailing, I'm still here because earlier tonight you said you'd die if I didn't stay. Here at this party of 9 important high school hipsters, I'm your guardian. Your parents are away for the weekend and I'm the gatekeeper. I, the rule maker, I play God. I get to spin the plastic needle for Twister. Me, the ever-present killjoy, turning pieces of my hair into my mouth and pulling my head back until they come out shiny and wet. I spin and prophesy, right hand green. The hipsters squeal and I wince. They arch and distort themselves. She curls purposefully around you. I'm looking at you with your bright eyes and fat, glossy lips that make everyone want you. I, in secret, am always keeping you under surveillance. Your eyes, they went everywhere but here, to me, on this old couch that smells like you and smells like me, but not in the ways I want. Our best friend's smell, I pretend it's left over from our lovemaking. Earlier tonight, you were sitting cross-legged on the pastel blue carpet of your teenage room, crying about her, idiot her, and her stupid guitar, and the stupid song she wrote that was so obviously not about you. Instead of saying the right thing, I flicked M&Ms at your head until you snorted back snot and melodramatic crocodile tears, and in a fit of ennui, tackled me onto your bed laughing. I played buffoon to your sadness. I, too caught up in the bear hug to notice you weren't touching me with those fingers anywhere you didn't have to or didn't want to, closed my eyes and felt sick from wanting you. Me, the maker of the meaning, knew exactly what would happen when she showed up at the door tonight with a gloomy pout and pockets full of apologies. I bite my cheek and look down at my stringy fingers, my dirty nails, and I chastise myself for ever having thought that I was different. I get the wind knocked out of me by your bare-knuckle eye roll when I pull you aside and ask you why you let her stay when she did what she did to you. Like it matters how I want her to hurt you. Like it matters how I want her to push you away so that you might see me. I, the bit-chomping workhorse, spinning the needle, translating color and limb to left foot yellow. The hipsters are falling over one another and you laugh and it makes me hate you. Makes me love you harder than she ever will. As you slide your leg under her, she slides her hand around your waist like you've always been hers. And I want to rip the skin off of her self-important, too pretty face. And her, she never worked hard enough for you. She eats you alive with I need, I want, give me, take I. Earlier tonight, that bed-sized bear hug was tucked in the fold of my clothes and tickling my skin, cause for jubilation. When you, in your wretched, cheated-on misery, kissed me, I kissed back too hard to make me seem innocent, and you pulled away, embarrassed and dismissive. You wiped your mouth and said I was sloppy. I looked at my hands and laughed so you couldn't see my cloying heart falling out of my mouth, sticky and overwrought. I, the wrong one, the in agony, in love with you best friend. Me, the one who always has enough cigarettes for the both of us. Me, the one who, in the eyes of strangers, would give you away if you were ever brave enough to hold my hand outside. If you ever thought I was good enough for you to hold my hand outside. Earlier tonight, your room was the site of our matrimony. When you shuffled off the husk of your former self, the you outside of this room, I was sure I could really see you. When you directed my hand underneath your belt and button and zipper, I was sure I had a volcano in my heart. When the only point of contact was bigger than me and bigger than you and wetter than us both. You were soft and shiny. You felt and smelt like sugary water. I wanted the grit in you to rub off on me. I wanted it behind my teeth and tongue, and I was thirsty, and this was not enough. When you grabbed my wrist and told me not to stop, I saw how tight your eyes were closed. Tight enough to pretend. Tight enough to see bright strobes of light, and not me. My heart prolapsed, my soul forsaken. I, the wallflower, possess all the qualifiers for a tragedy. I, the self-flagellating traitor, whip myself and spin that needle. I scowl and huff, left hand red. I see coils of limbs. I see her bend and reach, your knee entrenched in her stomach. I, the all-seeing eye, run my tongue over my teeth, pull my eyes over to your stupid girlfriend, and watch as she reels back, belches, and turns her face down to vomit, peach snobs all over the wrinkled twister mat, and every pretzel foot and hand that is stretched out to touch it. She loses her balance and topples to her side, tears welling up in her eyes as her hair slaps into her wet sick on the mat. This new squealing, it is a symphony to me. I stare at you and wait for your lead. I, the baboon, do everything you do, not to be you, but to get to you the only way I know how. But you only stand there, tight-lipped and mortified, your bare feet speckled with vomit, powerless to control what any of us here see. You wish you'd never come. I can see it on your face now. You look up at me, and I slide a hand across my mouth and close my eyes tight. Smelling the salt of you stained on my fingers, I forget myself and laugh.
Yeah!